My name is Enos Steenstra,
And my name is Stone McLaren.
and we're pitching our business TherapyNow. For any student that needs emotional support over a friend, TherapyNow provides an online messaging platform that connects them to a bigger user space for more therapists and counselors. Unlike traditional therapy, TherapyNow is completely anonymous and free and allows for quicker access to the conversations that are more healthy for the students.
The problem that we're having is that college students don't give a good emotional support system for students, and that's leading to more mental health issues. 25% of students have been recorded to have mental health issues. 64% of students that drop out, they give the reasoning that it's because of mental health. And 40% of students with mental health issues do not seek out help for themselves. And Therapy Now solution for this would be to do a peer-to-peer counseling service, so peers in college could talk to each other, have trained students to talk to other people with mental health issues, and find and be trained to see red flags and know who to report it to, as well as having on-campus therapists to talk with students whenever they need to be.
Now, we already know that there's a market for our solution because our main competitor, Seven Cups, has already helped 40 million people already since they started in 2013. Also, we see that there's a 30% increase in students seeking help every year. With that taken into place with that only 40% actually seek help, is that using Therapy Now, I think will drastically improve upon those numbers drastically every year and exponentially get more users. Also, given the state of regard right now is that we have to be 6 feet apart. Students are taking online classes and they can't actually get in-person therapy. So we find this as a great opportunity to use this, and we want to be the sole provider for every college to provide these type of access to online access for mental health resources.
The market that would be attracting would be college students for now, and it would be 19.9 million of them. Then to bring it down a little bit for its subset of people with actual mental health issues, it would be 7.76% million. And then we did a survey for our with our peers, and we found that 70% would actually use therapy now, which will bring it down to 5.43 million users.
Now we'll target students directly through social media advertisement, but we'll get the money from the colleges directly. We receive $10 per month for each student a college wants to add to the platform. Additionally, $5 per hour for each student taking a training course. So let's say RPI wants to add all their undergrad students. They want 20 trained students for an 8-hour course. We will generate $752,000 in revenue. This actually saves RPI $1.08 million through the lack of through the dropouts, because it actually retains those students that could have dropped out because of mental health reasons. Now to talk about the competition, we have three main competitors: BetterHelp, Talkspace, and Seven Cups. We provide messaging. We're going to provide audio and video maybe later on. The therapists that we allow users to contact with are on campus, which is different from the other ones. They're trained and they're professional that are not on campus. All the conversations are anonymous and confidential, the information, but that's not entirely true for us, and I'm going to talk about that later on. Free for users, not free for the colleges, of course, but free for the students. We provide chat rooms, so this includes some themed ones, so it could be on social anxiety. Students can ask questions between each other, talk to each other, and also ask questions for trained counselors and campus therapists. And we provide specific organization plans, be specific through personalized counseling trainings and safety protections. And essentially, no other competitor does this, is that we work with the organization to provide personalized trainings that are dependent on what they want. A lot of people use Seven Cups, which is free, but when we talk to RPI, is that they needed more intensive trainings, and we want to make sure that when we work with colleges, that it's personalized directly for what they need. And then we have safety protections in place, and I'll talk about that later on.
Talk a little bit about our team. Me and Ian are the business heads of the team. We have a front end, back end, and then as well as a data analytics and machine learning team, which talks about features to detect whether a person is suicidal or going to do harm to others. And we have a products feature team that works on one-to-one chat with therapists.
Now We've already finished the code. We added chat functionality and started the implementation discussion with RPI, and we hope by July 1st we're going to finish the user interface and user experience and do a test during the RPI Arch. And I think that's a great opportunity because people are going to be taking online classes. And by September 1st, we hope to have a minimum viable product at RPI. Now, the most important part is customer interviews, as we discussed with all the RPI students, friends, faculty, and active minds. And they found that everyone wants to use TherapyNow, especially when I talked to Tracy and Tracy Boswell and Casey from the Archer Center. They said that RPA needs it drastically now. There's not enough counselors. Students are stressed. They're not getting the help they need, and they need TherapyNow as soon as possible. The only issue is that the safety risks, and that's why I'm going to talk about the safety protections in place, is that we're going to be very like 7 cups. But once we talk to the faculty, is that there's not safety risks in place. So let's say that a student says something that could be indicating that they're going to harm themselves or harm someone else. It goes unchecked through for the other competitors. That they don't do anything about it. It's completely anonymous. No one can do about it, and it's against the law because the traditional therapists have to do something about that when they hear that. But because they're the middleman, they don't do anything about it. We're going to do something about that. So when someone says that it could be indicating of suicidal ideation or harming someone else, is that we have automatic checks by our machine learning team to detect those. It flags those, and we allow for other users to flag someone else's post as well. So given enough red flags, we provide that to the school. They look at that, they say that this is indicating that we need to do something more to this, and they ask us for who actually posted these, whoever texted these, and we're going to provide that name so that the person gets the help they actually need and they don't harm themselves or harm someone else. So that's our competitive advantage, and that's what's differentiating us from all the other ones. They do not do this. We do not let that stuff like this does not go unchecked.
Future plans for this would be to get more college users to actually use this and add audio and video feature. Later would be to open this up to the general populace and do a subscription-based service for more therapists. And then later on is to get this into other businesses' hands, as well as making a feature for personalized AI therapists.
Thank you. As of right now, we probably need funding for the servers. And lastly, an advisor to help us get it implemented to RPI.